Welcome back to another episode of the Barroom Boys. I'm Mondo here with Beav and Hodska. Today is Friday, September 9th, 2022, while we're recording this, although it is Thursday. So you will be watching the game in the background of my screen. But, we got a couple things to talk about today. First being the Queen is dead. Second being football is back. Clearly America is back on top, I would say.
Yeah. Good day for America. Very bad day for England. You hate to see it. I guess.
You got King Chuck coming in. That's gonna be funny.
King Chucky. Yeah, I'm just counting down the days till we get Prince William. He's next up, right?
He's after Chuck.
Hey, but how about Chucky waiting for like 70 years?
Yeah,
first in line, just waiting for that chance to be king. And this queen, Queen Elizabeth, she wouldn't go away. She was
a trooper.
She kept living.
But I don't know. I kind of find it ridiculous that people are like shocked that she died. Like, bro, she's been looking like a raisin the past 15 years. Like, she's been out the door for a minute.
But it's also like the royal family kept it very secretive on like how she was actually feeling until like today. Like she passed around like I want to say like 1:30, 2 o'clock today, and like everything on Twitter came out at like 10 a.m. that she's like, oh, she's like not feeling good, and people are like with her and stuff like that. So like it kind of just all happened today. But you were expecting her to go in the next couple of years. So
yeah, like I wasn't surprised people were like shocked. But I've more been surprised about, especially scrolling through Twitter, all the reactions that are like, thank God she's dead. Like, everyone hated her. I was like,
look at that. How can you hate the queen? She's such a
lovely... Like, it was like Rip Bozo.
Your national
like,
anthem
she's
literally
dead.
God save the queen.
I was stunned. I couldn't believe that shit. But on today's episode, we're gonna recap CFB Week 1. Obviously, we missed a bunch of time. I was up in Gainesville for the tailgate and just all that kind of stuff. But, now we're going to preview week 2. Then we got NFL week 1 predictions. We also have the Friday trivia matchup between Beav and Hod. And then we wrap it up with the snake draft of the best college football stadiums. So pretty packed episode, depending on, especially if you like football, this is definitely the one you want to watch. But yeah, let's get into it. So reviewing CFB week 1, there's obviously a handful of games that kind of stood out to me. First being Florida upset number 7 Utah. That was insane. We're all Florida fans here. We were all going nuts in Gainesville. It was crazy.
Yep, Swamp was rocking.
Yeah, 91,000 people there. Just from watching it on my TV in Connecticut, it seemed like it was pretty lit at the game. Obviously, like we won, and I can only imagine the noise that when Amari Burnley picked that off.
Oh, bro, you could hear it through the TV. It was insane.
I know.
It's interesting though, because being a Gator fan, normally when the Gators get hot, they get rolling. It's week 1, but normally when they start winning games, the national media just shits on the Gators. They underrate them. They talk about all their issues, but now the Gators, yes, they won week 1, kind of slid through, but they beat a good team, and now the Anthony Richardson hype is all across the country.
A legitimate Heisman candidate right there.
Gators went from unranked to 12, which I think is a bit of an overrank, but
we were ranked 37 at first. Like first week, and then we got moved up to 12. Well, I guess it's fair, but like if we beat Kentucky this week pretty handily, I think we could be a top 10 team. Like there's no reason not to put us if you beat a number 7 team and a number 20 team.
Yeah, 100%. But as it would stand now, if this is 2026, we'd be facing Bama in the playoffs. So, maybe this new format's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
The Gators probably got to be the only team to play 2 ranked teams off the jump. Can't think of anybody else.
There's probably someone, but yeah. Their strength. They have an easy cup. They have an easy game next week. Again, it's I think we play USF.
USF, yeah. Then we go on the road at Tennessee.
That would be a good game.
Yeah, and then down the line we got a stretch where we play A&M and Georgia back to back.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be
I
a
don't think
brutal couple
A&M
weeks.
I don't think A&M deserves to be a 6 seed though. I don't think they're that good. But
I mean,
should
I'd give them top 10, but I don't know that I'd put them 6. I'd probably put them like 8 or 9.
yeah. I mean, they're
solely because of the recruiting class they got this year.
yeah, they're the number one recruiting class by a mile. So
it only cost them about $30 million.
Yeah, now in 2023, their recruiting class is barely top 20. We're number 9 right now. So
this is their boomer bust kind of 3-year stretch that they have here. So
Yeah,
we'll
which
see what
begs the
happens.
question: how in the world could they be the number one recruiting class, and they're not even top 20 for
there's a bunch of
year
people.
directly after?
It's because a bunch of the best 2 football state school, like the best 2 football states for like recruiting or for recruiting for high school is Florida and Texas.
Yeah.
So if you stay in the state of Florida, you're most likely going to Florida. But then all of the Alabamas and the Georgias and people like that come in and mainly steal all the blue chip Florida recruits.
Yeah.
But then in Texas, it's like, oh, Texas, there's nothing in Texas. So it's basically between Texas and Texas A&M. And it's been A&M's been better recently than Texas. And plus NIL, their NIL deal is crazy. So
that's the thing about A&M. They're not afraid to spend the money.
Yeah, I mean,
they've always been like that.
Yeah, but you look at it, it's about performance too. Like Anthony Richardson's NIL deal shot up like 150%, like just from week 1 alone. He was valued at like 500K. Now it's like 1.1 million his NIL evaluation. So.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Bama and Georgia, they obviously steamrolled this weekend. I mean, both of those games were blowouts. Oregon looked fucking terrible. I don't even know how they were ranked, but that was shocking to me.
I mean, Oregon looks like a good team on paper. They have some like Noah Sewell is like probably one of the best middle linebackers or linebackers in general in the country, probably behind like Will Anderson. But I mean, their defense, they have Georgia's old defensive coordinator as their coach. So I thought the game was gonna be a lot closer, but I guess they just completely switched it up on him.
Bro, it was an ass kicking.
Bad week for the
As soon as I saw Malachi Starks, the 5-star true freshman, pick off Bo Nix on like the first drive of the game, I'm like, oh, it's over. That kick was ridiculous too.
Yeah.
Pac-12 was getting shit on all off season, and week 1, their top 2 teams took big L's, and you know, you only wonder where they're at right now or where they're going to be in the coming years.
Yeah. So next game, OSU beat Notre Dame. Now with this game, a lot of people were expecting a blowout because Notre Dame was entering with the freshman QB. A lot of their weapons were hurt, but I was fairly impressed with how close Notre Dame kept it throughout the entire,
Notre Dame. Yeah, Notre Dame has a lot of grit, and Ohio State came in like that game very cocky, and also it's like kind of looked like they were rusty. I mean, they lost. Like Smith Najeba only played like 2. Like he only caught like a pass for like 2 yards or something like that, and he was like a Heisman candidate. So like, yeah, I mean, the last game he played in college before the game against Notre Dame, he dropped 346 yards and 3 TDs. So that would probably help out OSU's offense, but yeah, fair play to Notre Dame. They still lost, but they actually showed that they can somewhat compete with the big guys this year. So
yeah, I mean, best way I guess you could chalk it up. It's week 1 in a top 5 matchup. Like,
yeah,
it's not going to be perfect, that's for sure. But it was definitely a hell of a game.
yeah.
But by far,
go ahead.
Well, I'm moving games, so go ahead.
Oh, well, I was like, yeah, but now Notre Dame won't play anyone until Clemson. So like when they play Clemson, that'll be the next test day. Yeah. If they don't beat Clemson, they're out of the playoff for good. So.
But yeah, by far the best game on the entire weekend was FSU versus LSU, and the absolute shit show that final 8 minutes of football was.
Yeah, it was like the most entertaining game, but also the worst game of college football I've ever seen coached in my entire life.
Dude, it was a shit show. I mean, you talk about the muff punt, the fumble,
The fumble
like
was so
block
funny.
kick. I was like,
The
bro.
announcer literally gave the guy is like, all you need to do is hold on to the ball, and Florida State will win this game. The next snap, the running back fumbles it.
Fumble.
And I'm like,
Lip and I were sitting there like, there's just no shot that this game is playing out like this. Like, there's just no way. It was an unreal game to watch for
I bet
sure.
the LSU special teams coordinator hasn't gotten much sleep since.
yeah.
Well, I also don't like Brian Kelly, so that made me very happy. Although I hate seeing FSU win.
I was rooting for FSU in that game, actually.
Really,
I mean,
I
it
hate
only
both
helps
of
us.
them.
You gotta have SEC allegiance, especially when they're playing FSU.
Bro,
Yeah,
FSU's
I
dog,
was thinking.
FSU's dog shit anyway.
Well, the way I approached it was, we play LSU sooner than FSU, so I'd rather have LSU ranked higher when they face us versus like, we face FSU on the back half where more things can happen, and then they could be ranked later.
Yeah,
You know what I
I see
mean?
that. I guess I see that point, but I mean, like LSU is in our same like division and conference, and they just spent a fuck ton of money on Brian Kelly. They have like they stole some of our recruits like over the past years, and it's like they kicked our ass in last year in New Orleans. So I was
They
just
beat
like,
us the last
fuck,
2 years, yeah.
yeah, I was just like, fuck LSU. I want FSU to win. Now
Mhm.
they're I think LSU was like the only team in the SEC, I think, besides Vandy this week to lose.
Mhm.
So they're the only winless team in the SEC right now. Which
Not upset.
Hey, how about Vandy 2-0, baby?
Yeah, look
yeah,
at them, bro.
Crazy.
Rise to the occasion.
they should be ranked top 5. I mean, how many other teams are 2-0 right now?
I think
FSU is
FSU.
Yeah.
True. Vandy 1, FSU 2. The North Carolina Appalachian State game was also crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, what, like somebody scored 30, 40 points in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it was like the final score was like 63-62 or something like that. It was ridiculous.
No defense.
Bro, my friends bet on it, and they're just like, okay, we have the under. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, oh, it's looking great. And I was just supporting them on. They got fucking smoked on it because of the.
That's funny.
So I guess let's go ahead. We'll preview a couple games from week 2. I got 3 ranked matchups and then one that I just want to throw out there because it's entertaining. The first matchup I want to talk about, obviously, Florida versus Kentucky. Florida wins this. They're a top 10 team in college football. But it's also, I mean, this has always been a trap game for us. 100%.
It hasn't always been a trap. It's always been a trap game.
Ever since
we
I've
haven't
been
lost
there.
until Mullen came here. Before Mullen's time here, we had lost to Kentucky since what, like 1986? Been like 30, 31, 32 years. Mullen comes in, loses to Kentucky twice in 4 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's our most recent trap game that I can think of.
Yeah, it does help that their star running back is out and suspended for 4 games.
it also does help that we're in the swamp this year as opposed to last year when we.
I also think their quarterback Will Levis is overrated as shit. As someone, as he was like a Connecticut quarterback. Like my high school team beat his high school team in states. Like my friend, like one of my best friends, like picked him off. So like if he could pick him off, then our secondary has to be able to pick him off.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
You'd think, but he did have a good season last year.
Yeah, I mean he's still good, but I think he's just a lot overrated. Like people were like putting him like head and shoulders above AR at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I mean he's the Kentucky quarterback. When has Kentucky ever had a quarterback?
It's true.
Yeah, I think this is obviously going to be a Gator game to lose. My thing is, I guess if we're betting, what's the over under on Kentucky players throwing up?
Throwing up.
I'll go 0.
Yeah, in the swamp, bro. We had one last week from Utah.
That is true. Yeah, Will Levis might throw up after drinking that mayonnaise coffee he's got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's definitely gonna be a good game to watch. I'm excited to watch it for sure.
Another 7 o'clock primetime game.
Yeah.
ESPN.
The next SEC matchup that I want to talk about, I guess it's SEC now these days. Bama versus Texas. I just
We all
wanted to
know
bring
how
this
this one's
game
gonna
up.
go. Like, yes, on paper and like thinking about the two programs, it's a good game. But
Well, dude, what do you mean? Texas is back.
do you really think Bama's gonna win by anything less than like 3 touchdowns?
No.
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 No. I think Texas might cover their spread because their spread's ridiculous right
Yeah,
now.
what's the spread
mean-
for this game?
What is it, 24.5?
It's something like that, yeah.
I mean, even then, you
Texas.
know,
But I mean, it's interesting because if Quinn Ewers plays, like he was the only recruit ever that was like a 100 percent on every single thing. And then Bryce Hall, so he's like the number 1 recruit basically of all time in terms of rating. Bryce Young's the number 4 recruit of all
Is that
time.
right?
Yeah.
I could have. Wasn't it like it was either Trevor Lawrence or Clowney before that?
Nah, it was so it's Quinn Ewers, then it's Trevor Lawrence, then Justin Fields,
Oh,
and
Fields.
then Bryce Young.
Oh wow, and Fields and Lawrence were in that same class too. That's crazy.
interesting.
So
Yeah.
Clowney was also like one of the best recruits of all
yeah,
time. He was
I
like-
mean, there's a bunch like I think. Well, he's like a perfect 100, and then everyone else is like 99.99996, like 99.999994.
however the hell that works.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, I just wanted to bring that up for the Texas is back squad. You're not back. This is a statement game
it's
by
in
the
Texas,
SEC.
right?
It is in Texas. If Texas can
doesn't-
somehow
doesn't matter.
Bro,
It
I'm
doesn't
telling you,
matter.
I don't bet, but if I do, I would take Texas covering. I don't think they're going to win the game by any means, but I think they cover their spread.
I don't know. I think this is a statement game from the king of the SEC being like,
How is it a
you
statement?
won't
Texas-
won't fit in here. You won't fit into the E SEC.
I mean, I guess but Texas isn't even ranked. Like they
Yeah,
said-
at the same time, Bama shits on everybody they play.
Yeah.
If you want to make an SEC statement game, have Texas lose to like Arkansas or something.
Yeah. Like
True.
have 2-0 Vandy go play Texas and kick their ass. That's a statement game.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Next we have number 24 Tennessee versus number 17 Pitt. One of the 3 matchups for top 25 teams this week. I mean, honestly, this one could go either way in my eyes.
I'm surprised the spread line is so as it is right now. Tennessee's favored by I think like 6.5.
Where's that game
Really?
at? Tennessee?
And they're the 24
At Pitt.
seed, and
At
Pitt's
Pitt.
the 17 seed at Pitt, like in Hines. So I was kind of shocked by that spread.
That's a spread I'd bet against 100%.
No, wait, Hodska. It's not Heinz Field anymore. It's some other
Oh yeah, whatever the fuck.
What is it now? Do
I
we
don't
know?
some like random let me look it up. A Kreischer Stadium.
Yeah.
Acrisure?
Is that one of those fucking
One of those crypto companies. or something? I don't
crypto
know.
bullshit taking over
whatever
sports?
stadium the Steelers play at? It's that one.
All right, the
Yeah.
final matchup we have number 9 Baylor versus number 21 BYU. I mean, I feel like Baylor's gonna kick the shit out of BYU, but
Dude,
again,
don't sleep on BYU. I look
Eh.
BYU will win that game.
BYU
Really?
lost last week, didn't they? They lost to or no, sorry. They beat USF. Yeah, I know they played.
it is at BYU, so I guess we'll kind of see. But I
BYU
think
is-
Baylor's gonna walk over them.
Equally a tough stadium to play in. All the Milfs showing up. I think BYU it's sneakily like their conference isn't that weak, so this is probably like one of the best conference or best out of conference games they'll have all season. So I think give me BYU there.
This is kind of random, but I feel like Utah might have some of the best MILFs in the country.
Yeah, it is kind of random.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I've never really seen any Utah Milfs.
I haven't
Well,
been to Utah.
I've seen a picture of Zach Wilson's mom and like all her friends, and I was like, damn.
I mean, hey, I'm going to Utah in October next month, so
Scout for us, Hod.
yeah, I'll
Shout
give
it
some
out.
update.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be our man on the street for Milf-hunter.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
All right, let's swing it over to the NFL. As you can see, we got the first game of the year right behind me. With this, I mean, it's going to be a pretty quick thing. We're going to go through all the matchups this weekend and each give predictions throughout the season. We'll keep track of kind of how we do. And then from there, if you guys want to listen to our predictions in the future, you can, because you now have a basis for it. Or if we do really bad, then you don't have to listen to us. Or if you like losing money, you can. So either way, it's fun for us. If you want to listen, it's good for you too. So first game, we obviously have Bills Rams on right now. I'm going to take a nice little, what I feel is an upset. I'm taking the Bills.
Yeah.
I think that's an upset.
I think it's an upset. Yeah. I mean, Rams are the Super Bowl champs at
I don't think there's a favorite or an underdog in this game. Like they're just so equally
Bills-
heavyweighted.
Bills were favored on the spread by 2.5.
Yeah, but
Bills minus
still.
and they're the favorites to win the Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't see their defense. It's going to be a defensive battle. It's whoever like basically gets the most turnovers, either the Rams D or the Bills D.
Mhm.
I like the Rams here in this game. I think they're going to win. Plus, I can't root for the Bills because I'm playing against Josh Allen in 2 fantasy leagues, and also it's the AFC East. So I
Yeah.
hope like honestly like gets hit by a car in the middle of a game. So
Well, I have them in 2 leagues, so I'm really not hoping for that. Yeah. Beav, who you got?
I'm taking the Rams. They're going to continue their role from last year, and they're going to start off 1-0 against a solid Bills team.
yeah.
Okay. Next, we go into Sunday games. The 1:00 first game, Saints at Falcons. I feel like this is a very one-sided game. Saints are going to walk away with it. Falcons, just they're too young of a team. I don't think that they have enough weapons on the field to beat them.
Yeah. With Jabo back.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Saints roll them.
Jabo's going to throw for 500 minimum.
Oh yeah, I got the Saints on this one too.
Oh, the first touchdown.
Kyle Pitts might have 100 yards. Get off to a good start.
Oh, stop. I'm on Stream East.
Bro, it's on NBC.
I'm at Julie's place. I don't have that.
I thought
Was it a
Amazon Prime
pass?
signed like a $13 billion deal.
I don't know. I don't have any of this. I'm on Julie's TV. So this is all I got for now.
Maybe for her birthday, you could get her a new TV. That thing looks like it's a computer monitor.
Oh
Alright.
shit! I'm playing against Gabriel
Bro,
and
no.
Josh Allen. That's not good. Oh, well.
Passing touchdown thrown by Josh Allen. We love the fantasy alert. Thank you, fantasy football app.
Who caught it?
Gabriel
I don't know.
Davis.
Gabe Davis, late round pick.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah.
All right. Next, we have 49ers.
I would
Bears.
not have guessed that Gabe Davis would score the first touchdown in the NFL season.
I would not have either.
That's pretty wild.
All right, 49ers at Bears. Again, pretty one-sided game, taking the Niners. Not really much explanation needed.
Yeah. It's the Bears.
I'm not even going to say that the Rams are going to win. I'm just going to say that the Bears are going to lose.
Well, the Rams aren't playing the Bears.
I mean,
okay.
I'm sorry, the Niners. I'm watching the Rams right now. I had
I mean, hey, you never know. Kittle, I think, is out. So that helps. Bears
Hey,
a little bit.
Gabe Davis touchdown. Go team. I'm so delayed. This sucks. All right. Steelers at Bengals. Bengals.
Yeah.
Stupid.
we got Trubisky with the start here.
MVP and back in action. I think Najee Harris goes off in this game though.
I
But,
agree.
if
He's got-
Deontay Johnson sits out, it's Bengals win easily. If not, I think it'll be closer just because it's a division game and those games are always close. But I still take the Bengals.
Yeah, Eagles at Lions. I think this will be a closer matchup than most people think. With that being said, though, I feel like the Eagles are going to start out the gate hot. Jalen Hurts is an early MVP favorite in my eyes. I think he's going to ball out this year. So I'm going to have to go with the Eagles.
I'm taking the Lions on this one.
I'm too.
At
Man.
home, I think they're gonna
You
get off
can
to a
go
1-0
either
start.
way.
Dan
I-
Campbell,
I
he's got his
agree.
boys hyped up. You know
They're coming
gonna
off
win.
Hard Knocks. I gotta root for him and take.
See
them.
that's where my problem is every year though. Every time I cheer on a team from Hard Knocks the first week, they always lose.
Bro,
That
that's
makes
because
me
this
sad.
is like I was having this conversation with my dad though. This time, this is like the one time I actually like want to root for the Lions to do well. I like Dan Campbell and see the vision.
Mhm.
Like the past couple of Hard Knocks where it's been like the Cowboys and the Browns. I'm like, fuck both of those teams. Like I'm not feeling sympathetic for either of you. Like the
Yeah.
Lions, I'm be like, okay, like I'll root for them to win some games this year. So,
It's that
yeah,
new
give me the
culture.
Lions. Plus, I have Swift in a fuck ton of leagues, so yeah, I need him to go crazy.
Yeah.
I just got a stat. Gabe Davis's last 5 quarters of football, he has 5 touchdowns.
That's right. He did ball out against the Chiefs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we have our most anticipated matchup. Pats versus Finns. I mean, I feel like I kind of know where each of us are going hard. Beav,
Yeah.
where you're at.
Pats versus Finns. This is in Miami, Hard Rock Stadium, correct?
Yep.
I'm gonna take the Finns. I think they pull off a week 1 dub. Yeah, their offense is young.
Statistically, the Pats don't really play well in Hard Rock. That's just kind of the way it's always been. So but aside from being a Finns fan, that would be my logic behind it.
I think they split the year. I think Miami beats them at home and New England beats them in.
Mhm.
I think they split the year too. I just don't know which game is gonna be like. I think we're gonna go 1-1. It's just like if we win this game, I think both games are a toss up. So
Yeah,
but
I agree.
so it's like if we win this game, if the Pats win this game, I think we lose the next game. Or if the Dolphins win this game, I think we win at home.
I
later in
feel
the
like
season.
that's just how it's been though. Like
Exactly.
we just can't escape it.
Yeah.
So next we got Ravens at Jets. I would take the Jets in this game if they had Zach Wilson, but they don't. So I'm going with the Ravens.
What do you mean, bro? They have a Super Bowl winning quarterback instead.
Yeah, they
I
got the
don't
Ravens
care.
old
It's
quarterback.
not
Who knows
Zach
the Ravens better
Wilson.
than Joe Fucko?
He's not elite. Don't let him fool you.
Bro, I don't know. Brees Hall might have a day.
I mean, Brees Hall can have a day and they'll still lose by 20. That's kind of their motto.
Yeah, I don't know though. I mean, Dobbins is probably out, so Lamar's gonna have to throw the ball. I mean, all you got to do is double team Mark Andrews realistically.
True.
And, like, can you name the second receiver on the Baltimore Ravens right now? It's Devin Duvernay. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, that was on the tip of my tongue.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, next we got Jags versus Commanders. Both these teams are kind of up and coming. They're both pretty trash still, though.
Where is
Man,
this
it's so
game?
weird when you just call them the
In
Commanders.
Washington. I know, I hate it.
Like just the commander. When you call them the Washington Commanders, like it gives you time to process that they're the
The
Washington
Commanders, it really throws you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the Commanders though in this game.
Yeah,
I
in
think Carson
Washington.
Wentz
Yep.
and Terry McLaurin are gonna be an elite QB wide receiver duo this year. I think.
I
that they're
think
gonna kinda
Gibson
go
pops off for a good week this week.
Yeah, curious to
Um,
see how what's the guy's name who went first? Trayvon Walker, how he
Yeah.
does in the Jags, where they line him up too. So
that'll be something to watch for sure.
You know that actually might be a better game than you think because the Jags they're building something. I don't know what, but something.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Browns versus Panthers. I am hard betting the Panthers. Baker Mayfield is going to kick the shit out of the Browns, and I am so excited.
This is gonna be Baker's best game of the season.
Even if it's a
That's
one
not
and
the
done
game.
week for Baker, I'm so excited.
that's not the game.
I'm pretty sure it is.
The Browns play the Texans. Like
No,
Deshaun,
Colts versus Texans.
it is.
yeah, no. The Browns play the Panthers week 1.
Browns play Texans when he gets back from his
Oh,
suspension.
that's what it is. Okay.
Mhm. This is the Baker revenge week, and I can't wait to watch this man feast. That's for sure. You guys
Yeah.
see though, McCaffrey is already on the injury report.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Bro. You're kidding.
Dead ass. Oh, dead ass. Isn't that insane?
That's
I mean, everyone popped up on the injury report today. Like Debo is on it, Dak's on it, CD Lamb's on it. Like I had like 6
Yeah,
guys
but
on my thing say like downgraded to questionable.
so. Are
on my
these just
thing.
injuries that were like hidden until like the week 1 process?
No, it's also people that didn't practice today. And then just like took the day off because they're fine. But they
Mhm.
just said like did not practice today, and then it just means they have a queue.
yeah, but with
But like Dak
McCaffrey,
is actually
bro, I don't
Dak,
know.
I mean, for McCaffrey, yeah, Dak is fine. I heard Debo has a little injury. CD Lamb just didn't practice because he's fine.
Yeah,
So
I heard Devo's isn't that serious though. Like he'll be back in time for the first game. So
yeah,
I think we'll be okay there.
if he doesn't play, then I mean, no Kittle and no Debo in that game for the
It's gonna be
49ers
tough.
against the Bears, though. So
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
over.
so
still a win.
McCaffrey apparently a cleat cut his shin, so that's
Yeah.
the injury he's
Oh
dealing.
god, he's out 4 weeks
I mean,
minimum.
I already scooped up Chuba Hubbard on the waiver wires. So
That's smart. That was very smart,
yeah.
Next, we got Colts versus Texans. Jonathan Taylor is going to have a field day with this weak Texans defense, and I can't wait to watch it.
Hey,
Yeah.
how about week 1 running back matchup? We got JT, the league's best, versus Dameon Pierce, the unproven rookie.
Hey, bro,
Tough
we
first
love
matchup,
Dameon
though.
Pierce.
Yeah, hey, the Colts defense is nice though.
Colts
So
front
Mhm.
seven
Look it out for him.
disgusting.
Brutal.
D Buck,
They will destroy you.
Leonard.
Shaquille Leonard. Like they have a good front seven.
Next, we go to the 425 games. First being Giants at Titans. Beav, what's your prediction here?
Derrick Henry, week 1. I mean, come on. You really think the Giants are gonna pull this one off? They don't have Ojulari on the D line. They don't even have Thibodeau. Thibodeau's out, their 5th overall pick. So yeah, this is gonna be a classic Derrick Henry W for the Titans.
Is he still out from that dirty play?
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah, apparently he's
That's-
they're saying he's out for the first like few weeks. We'll see.
Oh my god. I mean, if I'm a Giants fan, I'm finding a pipe and busting that man's knee.
But who knows? Daniel Jones, he's been grinding like no other this offseason because this is the year. This is his year. If
Like no other.
he's not a winning quarterback,
no other, bro. Come
He's out of
on
the league.
now.
he's out of the league if he doesn't win this year. So
Yeah, Titans are gonna shatter the Giants' hopes and dreams early in the season.
Yeah. I mean,
all right, the Giants will have 16 games to win, or 16 more games to start winning. So
Mhm.
yeah. You should be focused on week 2 if you're a Giants fan. Let's say that.
Yeah. Next, we got Packers at Vikings. I'm gonna go Vikings. I think it's gonna take some time for Rodgers to kind of, get step for step with some of these wide receivers that he doesn't really throw to. And the Vikings have these offensive weapons that can easily go toe to toe against any offense in football. So I'm gonna take the upset, especially with Vikings at home. I think that this will be a good game to watch for sure.
Yeah, I think this is a good game to watch. I'm gonna go Packers just because I feel like Aaron Rodgers will somehow just find a way to get it done. Yeah, like he always has. And I think people really sleep on the Packers defense. I think the Packers like have a top 5 defense in the league. Their front 7 and cornerbacks and secondary are ridiculous. And now that Jair Alexander is back, Jair Alexander versus Justin Jefferson is gonna be a matchup to watch.
Mhm.
yeah, this is gonna be a very good week 1 divisional matchup. But if y'all remember, the Packers got their shit kicked in by I think New Orleans last year, week 1, and everybody was on the Aaron Rodgers panic train.
That is true.
Yeah,
They won
I don't
MVP.
even think they scored a touchdown last year, week 1. So this could go either way, but I'm also going to take the Vikings
Okay.
because I just think the Packers need some real NFL games to really fix their offense.
Mm-hmm. Next, we got Chiefs versus Cardinals. I'm going to take the Chiefs, but I do see Mr. Hollywood Brown having an incredible game. I really do. I think he's going to ball out this week. Chiefs secondaries, or I guess their DBs are not what they used to be, I'd say.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have a good week, but I think Chiefs still take it. Anytime you have Patty Mahomes at QB, it's good enough to get you a dub.
You see Travis Kelce going off in that game.
Yeah, Kelsey's gonna have a big game. Mahomes said himself he doesn't think there's a wide receiver one. He's gonna be spreading the ball around. So
Yeah.
this offense is gonna look a lot different than it has in the past few years without Tyreek. But you still got Kelsey, so
Yeah.
and you still got Mahomes. Man, if the
Yep.
Chiefs had a quality running back, I mean, Clyde is decent, but they had a
You
big
never
time
know. He
back.
could have a big year this year. He could have a breakout year.
I hope so. I got him on fantasy.
Next, we got Raiders versus Chargers, AFC West matchup. I love the Chargers this year. They're my pick out of that division. I'm gonna have to take them against the Raiders, especially at home.
Yeah, I like the Chargers in that one too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also taking LA.
Okay. 8:20 game. Bucks versus Cowboys. I hope the Bucks curb stomp the Cowboys. Everyone hates the Cowboys.
This is a game where I think ideally, in my eyes, I'm really rooting for a tie because I hate both teams. But I think the Bucks will win because I know a tie is not gonna happen. I really want a tie. I think that'd be sick week one.
Either a tie or the Bucks just curb stomp the Cowboys. I think
Like, I
those are your
would
two
love
best
that
picks.
game to be like a 7-7, 10-10 tie. Like the most boring piece of shit game you've ever watched. You waited all day for Sunday night, literally, and it's just such a shitty game. I hope really for it.
I hate the Cowboys so much. I think they're the Texas Longhorns of the NFL. They're hyped every year, and they don't do jack shit.
I agree.
They haven't won in decades. So I hope they get curb stomped by TB12.
Yeah. And then the final game on the week one slate, Monday's matchup. Denver Broncos at Seattle Seahawks. This is going to be a Russell Wilson kicking ass against his former
Man, how about the NFL with these schedules, man? They know what they're doing.
Bro, this is a great week one. This is a great week one. I'm excited.
I think Denver curb stops Seattle. Seattle losing him and Bobby Wagner in the same offseason. Now their starting quarterback is
Geno Smith.
I think they're fucked.
Yeah, it's a tough look for Seattle, bro.
But hey, that's how the NFL works. They've been good for too long.
Yeah. All right, boys. Let's go ahead. We'll hop into this trivia matchup if you guys wouldn't mind covering your eyes. So today's trivia matchup is Beav versus Hod. And today's trivia. How the fuck do I? Oh, here. Today's trivia, you can open them, is football. No, not soccer, like Hod plays. Queen died today. We have American football. It's America's football. It's America's game. USA. Here we go.
I don't know why I just laughed at when you said the Queen died. I showed nothing but respect.
Hey, rip the Queen, but this is football right here.
Yeah.
So 13 questions. We'll keep score the best I can, at least. And then let's go ahead and get started. Any questions?
Let's do it. Wait, actually, you're gonna say the question.
Read it all the way through. First person to respond with the right answer. I'll give you guys, a couple of attempts each. If you don't get it, I'll just reveal it.
Just trying to clear the air here. We've had a few controversies in the past.
All right. So general NFL football trivia to start out with. Question 1. Where did the Washington Commanders play before DC?
Baltimore?
No.
Yeah.
Houston?
Nope.
I think the Houston is the Titans now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, that's the Colts, I think.
Yeah, Baltimore is the Colts.
Where did they play before DC?
Maryland.
No.
Damn. Been like, oh, their stadium was in Maryland, and then
It's
they
got to be on the East Coast, and it's got to be the Northeast.
Yep.
Charlotte.
Nope.
Pittsburgh.
Nope. I'll give you guys one more attempt each.
Man, this is tough off the rip.
No, it's not St. Louis.
Boston. That's my last guess.
It is Boston.
Wow,
They were the Boston Redskins.
that's crazy.
I would have never guessed it. I looked this up today and I was like,
People
oh,
think I bandwagon because I
At
was
Fenway
like,
Park. Wow.
yeah. Isn't that
Yeah.
insane, bro? Look at this. 10 cents.
yeah.
That's crazy. All
Wow,
right.
look, next home game, Red Sox versus the Brooklyn Dodgers. That's crazy.
Mhm.
That's
Beav
cool.
up 1-0 after 1. Question 2. There have been 4 teams that have never been to the Super Bowl. Name them.
Are we doing like, okay, like expansion teams?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to run through all 4 of them, or are we just like finishing them
Yep.
for each other?
All 4.
I got 2 for sure.
All right, can I go?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna say the Lions, Jacksonville, Houston, and I'm gonna say the Chargers.
Incorrect.
I mean, you took 3 of my teams. I'll try Texans, Jags, Chargers, and Commanders.
Incorrect.
Have the Browns won a Super Bowl?
I don't know.
He's not saying anything.
Yeah. I like that. All right. I'll try Browns, Texans, Jaguars, Chargers.
Incorrect.
I'm gonna say Browns, Jacksonville, Houston, and Detroit.
That is correct.
Wow.
You almost had it on the first go around. And I was like, no.
Yeah, man.
bro.
When were the Chargers ever in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I know.
a
That was
minute
like the team
ago.
I thought for sure was like that was like the first 2 I came up with were Jags and Chargers. And I'm like, oh, what other teams are shit? And
Yeah.
then Texans came to mind. I was like, oh yeah, they
Yeah.
haven't. So
Yeah.
I mean, because the Chargers, they didn't make the Super Bowl when they had LT.
yeah.
Mm.
Must
even
have been
know
like
who
a
it was.
while ago. That's why I asked if it was like expansion.
Yeah. So Beav up 2-0 after 2. Question 3. How many games did the legendary Walter Payton miss in his career?
1.
That is correct. 1 game.
Wow.
Kind of shocking.
What was the occasion for his missed game? It probably wasn't injury.
I don't
No,
know.
I feel like it was like his kid's birth. Or
Yeah,
something
it was
like
it was
that.
something.
It was like
different.
wasn't injury related. I don't
That's
think.
why they got the Man of the Year award named after him.
Yeah.
Mhm. So Beav's still up 2-1 after 3. Question 4. Who was the first tight end inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Mike Ditka.
That
Wow.
is correct. Mike
Wow.
Ditka. An
Solid.
incredible
What
picture
a
here.
scene.
I figured you'd love that one.
Yeah, what a scene.
Is that what is that? What's the movie? Adam
Kicking and
Sandler?
Screaming.
Yeah. Good one.
If you haven't watched it, it's worth the watch. Question 5. What souvenir did Lawrence Taylor request from the referee in his final game?
Isn't it a whistle?
Nope.
A dime bag.
A flag.
Nope.
His,
Yellow flag.
His hat.
That is correct. A yellow flag.
Wow.
Hod steamrolled the last 3 questions. He's up 3-2.
I didn't know what color flag. I went flag, and then you didn't say anything, and I was like, "Well, there's only one colored flag that the ref's holding because the coach is holding the red challenge flag." So
Yeah, I know, but it was just in case. Now on to college football trivia. Question 6. What CFB team has the longest winning streak in CFB history?
Notre
I'm gonna
Dame,
say Clemson.
No and no.
Michigan.
Nope.
Huh. Nebraska.
Nope.
Well, I know Florida has the largest win streak at home, but not in like win streak in college football history.
Man. Miami.
Nope.
Ohio State.
Nope. I'll give each of you one more guess.
I'm gonna say Army.
Nope.
It's a good guess.
Yeah.
I'll say USC.
No. Correct answer is actually Oklahoma with 47 games.
Was that with Baker? Damn.
No, that wasn't.
No,
that
I was gonna
was
say that had to be a
like
fat.
it was
minute ago.
between 1953 and 57, I think.
Damn, that's crazy.
But I liked the picture, so I put it there. Next question. In the last 2 decades, which college football program has the most players drafted to the NFL?
Georgia.
No.
Bama.
No.
Ohio State.
That is correct. The Ohio State University.
I'm assuming it was just like if I guess first, then like I have to wait for Beav to answer a guess, right? I can't just spam like.
I mean, it's kind of however you want to do it.
Okay.
It doesn't really
So I
matter.
knew it was Georgia or Ohio State, but I felt like being a dick, or I didn't feel like being a dick and being like Georgia, Ohio State, like Alabama, like so.
Yeah, I don't know. We can kind of clarify that in the future, but it's whatever you want to do. So after 7, Hot is up 4-2.
Comeback season.
I need to fucking step up my game here.
Question 8. Who is the only CFB player to win 2 Heisman trophies?
Name.
He was fucking on
Archie Griffin or something?
Yeah.
It is Archie Griffin.
All right, good.
Good
He's
job,
in my
Steve.
Hall of
Tell me
Fame
what
draft.
school.
Talked
I
about
think-
him like a week ago.
I mean, yeah, it's okay.
He went
though.
to where? Not Georgia. Did he?
Archie Griffin went to.
He went to OSU.
Yeah. Thinking of Herschel Walker.
Question number 9. Who won the Heisman in 2013?
Mariota?
No,
RG3.
no.
Jameis.
That is
Yeah.
correct. It is Jabo.
One of them. It was one of them.
We are tied 4-4. Heading into question number 10. Who won the CFB National Championship in 2007?
USC.
No,
Texas.
no,
Florida.
no.
Oh no.
Man, I could have sworn it
In
was Texas.
between the Florida years.
It wasn't Bama. They didn't win until 2009.
We go with like
It-
Oklahoma.
No,
Man.
Ohio State.
no.
In 2007.
Oh well. Speaking of, I think James Cook just fumbled. Yep. 2007.
I feel like it's like a Pac-12 team or something.
I said USC first, and I feel like that was.
LSU.
That is correct. It is LSU.
Yeah. They had some no-name quarterback who won the Heisman that year, I think.
I
I
don't
could
know.
be wrong.
Question number 11. But first, change of category. football in video
Is
games.
it 5-5 now?
It's 5-4 Beav. Question 11. Who is the highest rated strong safety in Madden 23?
Derwin James.
Nope.
I was gonna say that.
Tyron.
That is correct. Tyrann Mathieu, 94 overall.
True.
It is a 5-5 tie headed into question number 12. Who was the cover athlete of Madden 12?
Peyton Hillis.
Yeah.
Peyton Hillis is correct. Hod takes the lead.
How
It's the
many
most
questions do you
iconic
like?
Madden cover of all time.
He was a giant at one point, that guy.
Yeah.
This man was like shredded, bro. High key. Final question. Unless we need a tiebreaker. Who was the cover athlete in NCAA football 11?
Was it Derrick Henry?
No.
Tebow.
That is correct.
Oh,
Ryan Hodska has just won this week's trivia 7-5. Congratulations, Hod. Beav, you do have
Oh, let's
a wheel
go.
spin.
Stafford threw a pick.
Oh, huge W. So with that, let's head on over to the punishment wheel.
I'm not looking forward to this.
Any last words, Beav?
Beav, this will be what, your third punishment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done two.
I
Mine
had
was
the
done
milk
0.
and I had the blackout. So
Yeah.
I think Hod, you're up next week for trivia, right?
Yeah, because I lost against you when Beav did like the random
Yeah,
shit.
that's right. All right, here we go.
I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna
Oh, you
off
niced
the
it.
reaction.
You got nothing, Beav.
Oh wow, let's go.
No,
Maybe it's better that I don't look.
no.
That's crazy. We've had 2 nothings now out of the whole. And
I know, that's
we're nothing on
crazy.
wheel.
All right, so now we head on over to the snake draft. Today's snake draft is the best college football stadiums. What we'll do since football's on, do we want to do 4 rounds today? Or do
We
we
could
want to
do
keep
5.
it 5? All right,
Yeah,
we'll
we
keep
can
it
do
5.
5. What's the
5 plus the
difference?
honorable
5
mention.
minutes.
There's so
All
many
right.
stadiums.
Yeah.
And then after a week, it appears that Mr. Jack Braverman has won his second draft, so he gets to pick the order today. So,
Nice,
Beav,
Beav.
what's your order?
I'm gonna be selfish and go first, and then Hod, and then Mondo.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Beav's picking 1.
Yeah, you know what? I really like Sanford Stadium where Georgia played. Nah, fuck that. The Swamp, number 1 for sure. There's no place like the Swamp.
Yeah.
You got Tom Petty. You got
No explanation needed,
Florida Field at
honestly.
Penn Hill Griffin Stadium.
Mhm.
Yeah, no explanation.
Yeah. With my second pick, this one's not the biggest stadium, not the most well known, but it's distinct for a couple of decent things. It's in a very pretty background. The stadium holds over 33,000 or just around 33,000 seats. Broncos Stadium at Boise State University with the blue turf, the Smurf turf.
And it only holds 30,000. That's surprising.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that shit's
Okay.
iconic with the backdrop and then the blue turf.
Yeah.
So,
So my first pick, I'm gonna go ahead and take the shoe. OSU. I mean, one of the most iconic stadiums ever created. And then this is tough, bro. Fuck it. I really love the whiteouts. I'm gonna take Beaver Stadium, Penn State. I mean, unreal.
come on, you need to let Beaver have that one.
I was actually gonna snag
It's his
Beaver
stadium.
Yeah.
I guess with my second one, one of the most iconic games of the year is held every year there, the Rose Bowl Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think of college football, and that's like one of the top stadiums that comes to mind.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was actually going to take the Rose Bowl as well. I'm going to go with Notre Dame here.
Yeah,
You got
touchdown Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah, and I
What
mean,
happened?
Notre Dame footballs are so classic. It's been around for over 100 years. I mean, they battled out many
Who
a game.
scored? Talk to me. Who scored?
No one.
Oh, fuck.
And then with my next pick, I'm gonna go. This is tough. I'm gonna go Tiger Stadium, LSU. Yeah, I'm not a fan of LSU whenever they're playing the Gators, obviously, but you got to support your SEC teams when they play other schools. Tiger Stadium is known for being one of the loudest stadiums, if not the loudest stadium in college football. LSU fans are absolutely crazy out of their goddamn minds.
Yeah.
And when LSU is good, and when they got a home game at night in Death Valley, that place is rocking. So
yeah,
I'm taking LSU.
I'm gonna go with the unique way how it's set up so high, and the home of the 12th man, Kyle Field, Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
And that place is always popping. One of the loudest stadiums in college football. Texas A&M fans are crazy.
Man, that stadium is just different. I feel like it's just so high on either side.
It's so high because it's like in one of the, I think the south side of the end zone, there's no seating. And so it's just like the sides go extremely high, and it looks.
You gotta pack the sound in. That's
It
pretty
looks
much
like
what you're doing.
it looks like something that you would like fold in, like a folding stadium, and like the seats just fold out.
Yeah.
It's a really loud stadium, and it's a place I actually want to go watch a football game one day. I wish I could go for like A&M Florida this year, but
yeah, we're playing at Kyle Field in a few weeks.
I know that's why I said I wish I can go this year, but
Yeah.
Facts.
So
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take. Michigan Stadium, biggest stadium in the U.S., third biggest non-racing stadium in the world. Just an absolutely incredible atmosphere, I would say. And then send it back your way. I'm gonna take. But I don't know. There's something about Colorado's field that just it's just beautiful. That mountain backdrop, the sunset on night games. I'm gonna have to go Colorado.
yeah, I'm staying the same way for Boise State and kind of BYU.
Yeah, it's just hard not to.
Yeah, but one stadium I'm gonna go with my next pick is a stadium I've actually been to a couple times before, and it's again a decent sized stadium, but for not really the best team when it comes to college football, but always has interesting games, especially when they're playing Navy. I'm gonna go with Army Stadium.
Mhm.
You're taking all my goddamn picks.
Bro, I've been to that stadium. I've sat in a box in that stadium. It's beautiful. It's right on the river.
Right on the Hudson.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah, that was a good pick. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Neyland Stadium, Tennessee. For some reason, it's just like a great stadium, great atmosphere, good old Rocky Top. When Tennessee's good, which not
Rare.
often, that stadium can get pretty loud. Tennessee's got some good fans. I'll give it to them, and they could pack that thing. I think it holds over 100K or just about that. So I'm gonna take Neyland Stadium. What is this? My fourth or fifth pick? I don't even remember.
This is your last pick.
All right, so my last pick. I actually just saw this stadium a few weeks ago, and I was blown away because I could see it from like miles and miles away. It's like situated on top of the Rocky Mountains. I'm gonna go with Falcon Stadium where the Air Force play.
Yeah.
Great view from the stadium. Great view looking to the stadium. You could like read Air Force in the bleachers from the highway, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, great stadium. Wish Air Force was better.
Yeah. With my last pick, I'm going to go to another stadium I've actually been to for a game, the original Death Valley, and that's Clemson Stadium. I think
Yeah,
it's just called Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
But just like the tradition there of them being good and like the nostalgia about the past couple of years, and also the how hyped you get and how hyped everyone gets in the roar when all the players run down, touch the rock, and run down the hill field.
funny story. One of my best friends, his dad went to South Carolina, so he's a Gamecock, and they got a big rivalry with Clemson.
Yeah.
He shared with me a story when he was in college. Him and his buddies, they were in Clemson. They snuck into the football stadium at night, and he pissed on Howard's Rock. Yeah. So it was so long ago. I don't think he's gonna catch any criminal charges for me saying that.
True.
I think he'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think he'll make it through the allegations.
Beav gets a call tomorrow.
God damn it, Beav. Final. Who do I want here? This is tough, bro. It really is.
There's so many good stadiums.
Yeah, I know. I just keep looking
And
at
it's
all
like
of them.
it's like, what do you want? Do you want like the atmosphere, or because there's just dozens of stadiums with these amazing views? Like I think Appalachian State, their stadium is in
Okay.
crazy.
I'm gonna take USC Stadium, bro. LA Memorial
Real?
Coliseum, absolutely incredible. I mean, the history there is just, it looks incredible. The aesthetic, the atmosphere, it's just wow. I mean, unreal stadium.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go through the list real quick. Each of us give one recommendation or so. Beav took Swamp, Notre Dame, Tiger Stadium, Tennessee, Air Force. Hod took Boise State, Rose Bowl, Kyle Field, Army, and Memorial Stadium, Clemson.
Yep.
And then I took the Shoe, Beaver Stadium, Michigan, Colorado, and USC.
Pac-12 round out your top three, eh? Or Big Ten. I mean, I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd argue those are the three best stadiums in football or in college football.
Yeah.
Sure.
Fans are also crazy.
All right, I guess I'll get into my honorable mentions. The first one I just referenced, Kid Brewer Stadium, where Appalachian State football, the Mountaineers play in the Smoky Mountains. It's beautiful, especially college football season when you got the foliage.
Yep.
I mean, if it was a bigger stadium and if Appalachian State was better at football, it would be an absolutely iconic spot.
Yeah.
And my second one I was thinking of was Jordan Hare, Auburn. It's just like something about like the ivy walls around the field, the pick six. You just had so many classic games in that stadium, and you just the casual college football fan knows what that stadium looks like. So it's iconic for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go with similar to some of my last picks, where I'm going to go the stadiums that I've been to personally, but are pretty iconic. The first one being in my home state of Connecticut, and that's the Yale Bowl. I mean, the stadium looks sick from the outside. You literally couldn't even tell it's a stadium. It holds like 65,000 in the Yale Harvard game every year. It's so fun to go to, and that tailgate is fucking crazy. And then the second stadium I'm going to go with for my honorable mention is Virginia. Wow.
They got a good fan base too.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I went there in high school when I was interested in Virginia Tech, touring it. Never ended up applying to it though, but the stadium was sick.
Cool.
Very nice. I'm gonna go Texas. Although Texas isn't back, their stadium is here to stay. It's absolutely incredible. And then I'm gonna go for the future name, Bryant Denny Saban Stadium, aka Alabama, because absolutely
Nah,
unreal.
it'll be Nick Saban Alabama Field at Bryant Denny Stadium. They're just gonna rip us off.
They
Yeah.
probably will, bro. That's what they do.
Mm.
But yeah, so that's our draft. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this, especially if you're a big football guy like the three of us are. Please like, subscribe, share with everyone you know. We are officially back to 3 times a week. I know we were kind of on a hiatus. That was because some of us are traveling, but we are back and we will see you guys on Monday. So have a good one.
Have a great weekend.
You.
Enjoy all the football coming back. Yeah.